Attention, the following video is going to totally kick ass. If you enjoy any of it and or have a large penis, please click the like button below. Enjoy.
Go to WrestlingFigureShop.com for all your WWE and AEW action figure needs and use discount code UNSTABLE at checkout to save yourself 10%.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I don't know how you could have a fantastic day after the news that has been going around. My God, I don't even know where to start at this point, but basically in today's video, first I would like to apologize for the lighting. I'm filming this at nighttime, and every time I do that, the lighting is always bad. Now, I originally was going to do a voiceover. Well, that's a lie. I was originally going to do it with the figures, but more and more and more people kept getting released, and I was like, oh my God, is this ever gonna stop? Is this ever gonna stop? It just kept going on throughout the day, and honestly I wouldn't be surprised if there are even more releases tomorrow or the rest of the coming week. I would not be surprised after today. But basically, a lot of people, to put it in a nutshell, a lot of people were released by the WWE today. It was actually, as I'm filming this, it is still today, but when you guys see this, it will be yesterday. Now, if anyone else gets released to this time, you guys don't have to let me know down in the comment section below, because I most likely already know. But as of right now, as I'm filming this, we're just going to be talking about the people that were released. Now, it is 10 o'clock at night, so I wouldn't think anyone else will get released until tomorrow, or of course the upcoming week. Or will they be over? That might be good. Hopefully they are over, because how many people? It's like over 30 people, close to 40 people were released today, which is absolutely insane. Now, there is some kind of good news a part of this for like the backstage people. I did read something where when all this coronavirus and stuff like this is over, they will get their jobs back. I don't know if that goes for the wrestlers as well, because like I said, the only thing from what I read, that's only mainly for the backstage people. So that is good for them. However, the wrestlers, which is absolutely crazy to me, if you keep seeing me look over there, it is because I have the whole list of all the superstars that were fired today. There's just so many. I know if I would just try to remember them all, I would definitely forget one of them. And I don't want to do that for the beautiful people. But I guess we really don't have anything else to do but just go through the list right now. First up, we got Drake Maverick. I want to, maybe I'll say a few words about each superstar. Drake Maverick for sure, because if you guys saw his Twitter video, I'm not sure if he posted it on Instagram. I did see it on Twitter where he was crying. And you just felt so bad for him, because you could see how upset he was that he was fired by WWE. He did say in the video that, of course, he is in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. He did say WWE was allowing him to wrestle those final 3 matches, which is great for him. I'm happy for him, but it's going to suck for him to be knowing that those are his last matches in WWE. Until maybe for the future he will come back, who really knows, but I'm sure he's going to be emotional throughout the whole thing. Hopefully by the end of it that he gets a standing ovation, and people are just cheering for him so he could leave on a somewhat feel-good moment, I guess you can say. I mean, you're getting fired and you just got to leave and be like, where am I going to next? Well, I know there's also a lot of speculation like, oh, AEW is going to get all these guys. I'm sure AEW is going to sign some of the people on the list, but it's definitely not going to be everyone on the list, because that would not be a very good business move. You're probably like, who the hell am I to say anything about a business move? What the hell do you know, Christian? Shut up. But do we want to see another WCW where they just sign everyone they possibly could and then they go bankrupt? Nah, that definitely not a bad business move. Now, there is people on this list that I'm sure they're going to hire. We got Kurt Hawkins. He was basically taking it as a joke on social media today. He probably really doesn't care because he has that podcast with Zack Ryder, another superstar that was released. I know Zack Ryder is very good friends with the people over at AEW, so I would not be surprised if Zack Ryder definitely gets signed. Will Kurt Hawkins follow him? You know, he is, of course, he has the podcast with Zack Ryder, and so we're just gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. But I do see Zack Ryder going to AEW. Carl Hawkins, like I said, up in the air as of this moment. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, you know, maybe a few months ago this would have been expected, but now, like, after they were in, like, one of the what people's most favorite match from WrestleMania. Not mine, but most people's favorite match of WrestleMania. They were a part of it. Of course, AJ Styles versus Undertaker. They've been very unhappy for a while. I could for sure see them going to AEW. I mean, that's like a guarantee at this point, but I know that made a lot of people upset. They've been mistreated for quite a long time now. Even though they were tag team champions, when was the last time we really cared about the OC, I guess you can say, even though they were a part of a big match during WrestleMania? It was mainly AJ Styles and Undertaker's match. So good for Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Another one that is not on the list because this was actually announced earlier this week was the Revival. I know they are 100% going to be happy. They're definitely going to show up in AEW. I mean, that's a guarantee too. But we'll just leave it at that. Heath Slater, he's got kids. He needs this job. Well, WWE's like, tough luck. Goodbye. Are we going to see Heath Slater come back in 5 years looking like Braun Strowman, winning that WWE champion? Jinder Mahal could do it. Drew McIntyre did it. It's Heath Slater's time, baby. Will it happen? We're just going to have to stay tuned and see. I know I'm kind of making a joke at it, but it really shouldn't be a joke because all these people lost their job today, and it's very, very serious. So I really feel bad about Heath Slater. Not sure if he's going to show up in AEW. Like I said, we're just going to have to wait and see. Aiden English, he hasn't been relevant since the Vaudevillains and the Rusev and Aiden Lana storyline. Rusev Day. Rusev, man. That's probably the one I'm bummed out about the most. Even though they haven't used Rusev in a while, he could have for sure been a top star in the WWE. And just to see him gone, and as I'm filming this right now, Lana is still not released. You know, they could do, you know, it's WWE. They could say, oh, Lana, you're staying, but Rusev, you're going. Rusev, I can for sure see going to AEW because he could for sure be a top star in AEW. And then, of course, we got Jon Moxley there, but Renee Young still in WWE. So is that kind of like WWE, like, you're on our contract, so you got to stay with us. They don't even use Lana anyway. You know, she's just too busy being a hoochie mama on social media, doing all that stuff. So I'm sure she probably doesn't care. You know, people are still going to be following her and watching her on Instagram, so she probably could care less. Eric Young, I feel bad for Eric Young because he was like one of the first people announced today that was released, and I think I saw like one person talk about Eric Young, so I feel bad for him. Will he probably show up in AEW? I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows back up in Impact Wrestling. EC3, I know he's probably ecstatic right now. You know, they haven't used him in forever. Very underrated. It's just upsetting that they let him go on that long and didn't do anything with him. So that is very upsetting, but I'm very happy for him because I know if he does show up in AEW, hopefully, because we're all saying, oh, show up in AEW, but you got to remember, if AEW takes all these people, then everyone's not going to be a top star in AEW. Some of them aren't going to be used properly. I mean, if they have such a huge roster, how are they going to obviously use all these people, make everyone happy? It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like WWE. There's going to be, of course, people not used properly. So there's going to be some upset people. Do I see EC3 being one of those people? No, I for sure see him being someone good in AEW, but again, we got to look at all these people. Like, they're not all going to be top stars if they do go to AEW. Lio Rush, a huge shock to me. You know, I am going to be making another video about Mattel and some of these figures. So for my regular subscribers, if you for the new subscribers, I should say, if you don't know, this is a WWE figure channel, so I just wanted to throw that in there for the subscribers that are already with me. Lio Rush, he was with Lashley that whole time, then he went to the Cruiserweight division, won the Cruiserweight title, and then I thought everything was looking good for him, but he's gone now, which he's had some up and downs for sure. Kurt Angle, he's also on the list, which I found rather shocking. I don't know if he's still on a Legends deal. I'm sure he probably is, but honestly didn't know he was still working with WWE. Because of course he hasn't been on TV in quite some time. So what is he doing something in the back? I have no idea. Most likely, to my knowledge, I have no idea what that is. Sarah Logan, she's also released. She hasn't really been doing anything. I mean, she was a part of the Elimination Chamber, but really, when was the last time, if anything, she was in something major? So I'm sure not a lot of people care about that. I don't even know if she'll show up in any wrestling promotion, to be honest. Mike Chioda, which is freaking, he's been there since 1989, longest ref with WWE, and he's gone. So I'm hoping he's one of those people that get to have his job back after all this stuff is over with, because if they let him go, I mean, that's just upsetting. All the refs they got, and they got to let go of Mike Chioda. I know he's up in his age now, so he probably wasn't going to last that much longer anyway as a ref, but fire him. I mean, come on. Hopefully he goes in the Hall of Fame one year, because he definitely deserves it. Primo and Epico, I'm going to be honest, I thought when they did the last firings, when was it, in 2014, I thought they let them go during that. I honestly forgot they still had a job. They're probably going to be wrestling in Puerto Rico or somewhere. I think that's what I saw in Mad Vikings video today, that they've been fighting up in Puerto Rico or something. So I'm sure that's what they're going to be doing. Rowan, he was with Daniel Bryan. He was with him for a few months. Then they gave him that awful spider gimmick. Will he show up in AEW with the Dark Order with Harper and all them? Who knows? It's possible, but Rowan is gone. Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis, this one upsets me the most, just because it's about the figures mainly on this part, but it's still upsetting to me about the wrestling aspect as well, because Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis, I know a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, we haven't, if you don't know who they are, they're going to be like, oh, we haven't seen nothing of them in WWE besides that terrible 24/7 title, whatever the hell that was with them. But they are definitely two great talents, especially, we obviously saw Maria Kanellis back in, like, when she showed up in, like, 2005, and then she was there for all those years, she was the stupid girl. Then we all know the story. We don't have to go back in time. But then they were doing great in Ring of Honor and promotions like that. Came to WWE, and it's all trash, and now they're gone. I know Mike Kanellis, he asked for his release a little while back, and they granted it to him after all these firings today. So I'm sure he's very pleased. Maria Kanellis, she hasn't done anything, of course, because she had the baby. Then she just had another baby. So Lord knows if she was even going to be in another match or when, or she was just going to sit on the contract that she was with for WWE. So who really knows what she's going to do if she does come back to be, Mike Kanellis, I know, like I said, I know they're very good friends with AEW, the people in AEW, so he'll probably get a job there. Maria Kanellis might be an on-screen manager. We're just going to have to wait and see. No Way Jose, probably another one that people don't care about, so we'll just leave it at that, but feel bad for you, No Way Jose. I love No Way Jose. The screen is turning black. We do not want that. Deanna, she was been NXT for quite a while. She was in some feuds on TV. Where I believe it was Mickie James and Alexa Bliss feud. She was under that mask and things during that time. She did wrestle a few matches on SmackDown. I think also on Main Event too. She started wrestling a lot more in NXT recently, and now she's gone. Alexander is gone. Don't know too much about him, so we're just going to leave it at that. And now on to some more. How did that even happen? Okay. So, I have no idea what just happened, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to have to guess up to this point right now from my memory right now. There was like 3 names on the list of people. My screen just turned black. I have no idea what happened. Okay, an error has occurred, typical PlayStation, but there was a few more names on the list. Of course, the backstage people. Like I said, there was like 3 names on the list that I think no one really knew who they were. I know there was something about a lady that was in who wrote the Mandy Rose and Otis and Dolph Ziggler storyline. She was... I'm sorry, I shouldn't be doing this right now. This is very bad for me to be doing, but I want to get the list of everyone on the thing. She got fired today. Come on. I should pause this video, but I want to do it all in one go, so we're just going to have to deal with this right now, ladies and gentlemen, but come on. What should we... come on. It's almost up, guys, I promise. Okay, it's loading right now. It is loading. We are good. Come on, please, for your boy. We don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. And I did not plan for this to go on at all. Okay, here it is. Finally. Billy Kidman, which I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't even know he worked in the back, but apparently he's been in the back for like 15 years or something, so that is news to me. They don't really talk about Billy Kidman. Billy Billy Kidman, but I guess people don't consider him one of those memorable characters, so I guess that's not that's why. But crazy, Billy Kidman was working in the back, and I had no idea. That's upsetting to me, because I like Billy Kidman. We got Sean Daivari, Sarah Stock, Pat Buck. Those are the people I didn't know. Of course, the Daivari we know. Scott Armstrong, he's been there for a while, so that is another shocking news. Mike Rotunda, Fit Finlay, which he was a big part of the women in WWE, and then of course the final two, Lance Storm and Shane Hurricane Helms. I'm surprised, but Matt Viking also said this in his video, Abyss wasn't on the list, so that was shocking to me, because Lance Storm and Hurricane Helms came around the same time that Abyss did. I think the exact same time, actually. So I feel bad for Lance Storm. You know, he shut down his wrestling school. He moved to come to the WWE, and now he's fired. Hurricane Helms, I feel bad for him because he came around the same time. Finlay, all the stuff he's done, and now this. But like I said earlier in this video, they did say that the people in the backstage will get their job back. So that's the only good thing. We gotta hope that all of them do get their job back. I'm sure since they have to cut costs, I'm sure a few of those names won't come back, but we're all just gonna have to wait and see at this point. We really don't know when all this is gonna end. We really don't know if more people are gonna get fired. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. So of course, if a large number of people do get fired again, I will make an update video, give my thoughts, give my opinions, all that good stuff. I'm not going to say if you enjoy this video, smash that thumbs up button, because who's really going to enjoy a video when we're talking about all these people getting fired? Just absolutely sad, ridiculous. This coronavirus is ruining everything, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got to say at this point. But I'm going to end this video now, so I will see you guys next time.
I know, it's early, baby.